The Medina County family rescued from the Florida Everglades after being stranded for a day is talking about their brush with danger. Sports anchor Mike Herons is friends with the dad, Scott Schreck, who is a well-known local golfer. And Mike, you spoke with him tonight, and you must, as a friend, have been relieved that they're okay.
Oh, absolutely. Not only for me, but not only for me, but for his friends and family too. There's a lot of people that worried about him, Trace. And I've known Scott for about 10 years now. He and his wife, Carrie, great people. She works with the Medina School District. I spoke with Scotty over the phone tonight. They're still down at their vacation home in Naples, Florida. And Scott said this is one spring vacation that his family won't soon forget. When Scott and Carrie Schreck took their three boys on vacation in Florida, the last place they expected to wind up was on national television. After taking an airboat into the Everglades on Thursday, they got stuck and lost, only to be found and rescued, safe and alive, 24 hours later.
I'm a little beat up. My wife Carrie's a little beat up, but no worse for wear.
While they were stranded, though, Scott and Carrie quickly realized they had to put on brave faces for the three boys.
Because we didn't let on when we were out there how dire is probably the wrong word, but the gravity of what was happening.
But Scott said he was also impressed by the bravery shown by his three sons.
It's tough when you're dealing with young kids because, they're scared. I mean, there's no doubt about it. They were scared.
Scott and Carrie said they had plenty of food and water, and they figured they would eventually be saved.
We tried to keep it as light as we could with them and then go forward from there and knowing someone was gonna get to us eventually.
The Schrecks realized the stress was probably the worst on all of their friends and family watching the drama unfold on TV.
When you're on the outside and you don't know what happened, did the boat flip over? Is somebody in the water? Did Scott? If they lost me in operating the airboat, then that would have been extremely difficult.
If anything, this whole drama has brought the Schreck family closer together.
We have a great family. My kids are awesome. My wife is super mom at this stage, and super wife for that matter.
The good news about this whole adventure? The boys now get one extra day of spring break.
They're resilient, as most kids are, and they probably think it's going to be a cool story.
Scott and Carrie say they've gotten tons of calls, text messages from their friends, and they have a message for all of them.
Thank you for the concern. Thank you for the prayers.
It was great to talk to Scott tonight. He actually turned down CNN and Good Morning America, he says. Now, Scott says they're all a little bit exhausted, covered with some mosquito bites, but for the most part, they're feeling really well tonight. But, no point did the boys really feel like they were in danger at all. And Scott said because they had been on that airboat more than 50 times, we're talking about a 10-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 4-year-old with more than 50 rides on an airboat. So he said they really turned it into a camping trip because this is a very outdoorsy family. His kids are used to being outdoors. As a matter of fact, the owner of the boat who flew down last night to help the Schreck family actually was kidding around this morning when they woke up, and he said, "Hey, boys, let's all go out and go fishing." The two oldest boys grabbed the rods, and they were out the door ready to go. So it's a resilient bunch. They're going to drive back. They'll be back home in the area on Monday.
All right, Mike, it's so nice to have a happy ending to a story like
Absolutely.
this. Okay, Mike, thanks. We'll see you in a little bit.